fucking tell you to do something, internet, you fucking do it.
Well, yeah.
It's just frozen now.
Oh,
Oh, we're live! Oh, I did it. I did it. Don't worry, folks. I have accomplished going live on the internet again. Once again, this week, well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. I am, of course, the General, Steve Reisner. As always, the Sundays with the General. Joining me this week is just Luke himself. Over there, the sun's out, the guns are out.
absolutely.
What's going on, buddy?
I'm just putting the finishing touches on the house. Going to move in this week and be in the new Casa de Harto. And can't really wait to bullshit with you today. And I think we said we're 59 sleeps away from the NFL kickoff.
Yes, that is the math done by official butthole. We are 59 nights of sleep away from the NFL kickoff. Which I guess it's a countdown. I just have to fucking start doing because.
Yes, yeah.
Shit, I didn't realize we were that close, man.
No, I mean we're only up from the expo too.
Yeah, I mean. So, what we got going on now is we have the NBA Finals. The Suns are up 2-0 on the Bucks. Game 3 is tonight. Look, I love the way the Suns are playing. I don't. Everyone wants to say, "Oh, Mickey Mouse fucking ring" because all the injuries to the players. Fuck off. That's part of the fucking. That's part of sports. That's part of the game. It happens. And yeah, they stepped up into the moment that they were given an opportunity because of injuries. Sure, they took advantage of their opportunity. Now they're in the finals.
Advantage of their opportunity, and they have injuries themselves. So
yeah,
they're not beat up either.
I wasn't expecting them to beat the Bucks so soundly these first 2 games.
They've beaten them inside and out.
Yeah, and now, of course, naturally, you got Bucks fans who are like, "Oh, Giannis isn't at 100%." Dude, he had 42 points and 12 rebounds the other night. I don't care what percentage he's at. Yeah. If he's doing that for you, he's fucking healthy enough.
Right. And honestly, hit a fucking free throw. Your free throw percentage is just abysmal. Like, you could probably won those first 2 games if you could make a fucking free throw.
Well, dude, it's like actually almost amazing to me that like Giannis is a great player. He's a back-to-back MVP for a reason.
Right.
Like he did deserve those awards, but he's still got a lot of skills that he's got to hone and refine.
Yeah.
To really, impact like the game. I don't know. Impact might not be the right word because I don't want to make it seem like he hasn't had an impact already, but.
Just round out his game. Just to round it out. Let's be honest.
Dude, yeah. He's just Dude, I don't even care if he comes up with a mid-range shot or not. I don't care if he comes up with a jumper or not. If he can at least learn how to hit a free throw.
I think
the guy's going to get to the line 20 fucking times a game, every fucking time, because of the way he plays.
Right, he's downhill.
If he's hitting those free throws, you're fucking killing teams.
Even
hit half of them.
The stat I saw the other day, they were 9 for 32 as a team.
Ooh. Oh, that's scary.
95% that was the stat line. Not 2. You're a fucking NBA pro basketball league. You can't make 50% of your shots from the free throw line. Guys,
yeah, what the fuck? It's just,
abysmal.
It's horrible, and I'd like to say that I hate to make fun of him, but I don't hate to make fun of this. It is hilarious to me how long Giannis takes to shoot a free throw just to fucking airball them.
He looks like Will Ferrell out there, except Will Ferrell makes.
Yeah, dude, he's literally doing his best Jackie Moon impersonation when he fucking sets up for a free throw. And then he doesn't even hit him.
They don't hit him. I'm okay if you brick it. It's the air ball for me. Like, come on.
Oh, dude, you're gonna miss a few.
Right. I mean, if you brick it, okay. But fuck, you can't airball it, dude. I mean, shit. You're 7 foot tall.
Yeah, dude, I can stand in the line and hit 2 free throws.
Yeah.
I
haven't touched ball in 10 years.
I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm better at basketball than Giannis, because I do think that he might be able to take me one-on-one.
Yeah.
I have a feeling. I don't know. I'm trying to. But, yeah, like I can hit free throws.
Right.
Come on, man. It's really not that hard. I don't know. I get sure there's a loud crowd yelling at you, but like, I mean, that's kind of just the game.
25 points on the board. I mean, fuck, guys. I mean, 25 points is the whole game. Like, everything.
Oh, that's fucking dude. If you, well, they lose by 10 points.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay, so if he missed 20. I mean, if he left 25 points on the board, then if you only hit 10 more of them,
right,
hit 10 of those 25 shots, and you have a tie game.
Right.
10 of those 25 uncontested shots from 4 feet in front of the net.
Yeah. And you can't hit that.
Yeah, it's actually mind blowing to me that NBA players have a hard time with free throws. So got a shout out to Mr. Top News who's watching us, my man himself, the man with the freshest sneakers in the fucking world. AliveShoes.com. Check this shit out. It's the exclusive joints. That's my dog right there. But yeah, so anyway, I mean, I think I would like to say that the Suns will sweep this, but the NBA, no matter what, is not going to allow a sweep. They're not. So, if anything, then we're going to get like a Scott Foster Tony Brothers game on the behalf of the Bucks.
Yeah.
The Bucks are going to take at least one of these.
Yep.
I'm interested to see if it's tonight. Maybe they can swing this thing around. If you're going to make it a series, and you got to do it tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you cannot. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you can't lose both of them, so you have to win one of these.
No, yeah, you got to take one of them. And I mean, like the way that Chris Paul is playing, especially Chris Paul, the dude is hungry. He is motivated. He is coming at them. He's staying on the attack. Like they win tonight. The blood's in the water, dude. They ain't gonna let up on you.
Yeah, and that man's gonna get paid in the offseason. He's gonna catch dollars.
Yeah, as if like he had already gotten paid fairly well.
He's gonna
extremely well
in the offseason for sure.
Yeah, no, dude, and you know what? Honestly, I would love to see Chris Paul sign a little like 2-year extension with the Suns.
Yeah,
and stay there with those young guys. I love this team.
Yeah, give it a 1-1 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if LeBron can do a 1-1 every fucking year, I mean, why can't Chris Paul? I mean, fuck it.
Well, I mean, at this point in your career, that's kind of like what you almost should be signing.
Right.
Like, it gives you a better way to evaluate at the end of the year, too, if you could do a one by one at that age. You know what I mean?
I mean, so if you're Milwaukee, I mean, clearly you want to win both of these, but if you have to pick one of them, would you rather win the first game or the second game? I would rather win the second game than the first game.
No, I think I'd rather win the first game. Really? I think the Suns' momentum is just rolling right now. I think you got to try it. I think you got to try to want to stop that in its tracks.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is not that Milwaukee's an old team, but Phoenix is a lot younger.
They're just blowing past them, honestly.
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of energy. And first of all, did you see Monty Williams on the bench talking to DeAndre Ayton?
No.
In the fourth quarter? Oh my God, dude! If you can watch this video, that's fucking coaching. That's coaching.
Yeah.
And it was just perfect. And then meanwhile, we see fucking Budenholzer, however the fuck you say the fucking clown's name, in the Milwaukee locker room. Oh, yeah, play smart, play random, which is like, I've never heard anyone say, like, we're going to play random. We're going to go do random shit on the court. Like, what?
On rover,
and,
coach.
let's go. All right, go. Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
That's
what was the guy, head coach for Dallas? His name's escaping me. Oh, my God. Garrett. He was just
the clapper.
That's what Budenholzer was the entire game through, or game 2. The clapper.
The clapper. Fucking Jason Garrett. Oh, too good. So I will make a not too bold prediction. Is after the Bucks lose this series, because yes, I am predicting that the Suns are taking home their first trophy this year. Budenholzer is gone, like, immediately. Because you've gone far enough now that you can convince Giannis to stick around, right?
Correct.
But you got to do something more for Giannis.
Yeah.
Come on, you need a real coach.
Yeah.
Like, at least
can actually
a semblance of a coach. We got 2 people coming out with their predictions here.
Yeah.
Top news: Suns in 5.
Yep.
And Troy Zimmerman on Facebook. Chemistry and depth over individual talent. Suns in 4. I agree 100% in that. Like I said earlier, the NBA will fix one game if need be.
Correct.
Because the NBA is not letting their finals go on a sweep.
Yeah, not a sweep.
I can't see them allowing that. So moving on to the movie of the week review, which will be The Tomorrow War, which premiered last Friday on Amazon Prime, starring Chris Pratt and a bunch of people that I did not recognize. This was it sounds like a cheesy ass idea, but I thought it was well executed. Basically, during a football game, which I love the way they chose to make their entrance. This portal just like opens up, and this whole army walks out, and they're like, "We're from 30 years in the future, and fucking the world's gone to shit, and this alien race is about to kill us, and so we're gonna take all you to die in the future now." Basically, there's a draft and shit, and people start getting drafted to go travel 30 years in the future to fight this alien race. These things they were calling the white spikes. The fucking the CGI I thought could have been a little better on these things, but you got to take what you can get, I guess. When you're doing a straight to streaming service movie, you're not going to get fucking Marvel type CGI on your creatures, on your monsters. But they were scary. These things, they were fucking big ass fucking things. They were shooting long tails, shooting fucking spikes out of their tails, which was, I'm guessing that's part of how they got the name the White Spikes.
Yeah.
No expert or anything. Chris Pratt is one of these soldiers. One of these guys who gets drafted, and he's more like a scientist, but like he knows how to be a soldier. They don't make much sense of his character.
Yeah.
Like he starts out the movie and he's like, "I was never meant to be in the field." And it's like, really, dude, you look fucking pretty jacked for a guy who's meant to sit behind a fucking computer desk.
Yeah.
I don't. And then once he's like out in the field, once he's like out in the war and he's like all like expert with it, I'm like, yeah, dude, no, I think you're
meant for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you look pretty qualified for this. He ends up meeting, so he's got a little like 7-8-year-old daughter in the present day, and he ends up meeting her 30 years later in the future.
Whoa.
And working with her side by side to try to stop this alien race from taking over the planet. And I'm not going to ruin it for anyone, but I thought they actually did a really good job with the dialogue and the relationship between him and his future version of his daughter.
That's awesome. That's a cool twist. I like that.
It was fun to see, and because that's a kind of twist that can easily be screwed up, and I don't think they fucked it up. I did think it was a little corny. The father's character, as much as I love Titus Welliver, who played him, because Titus Welliver was on Bosch, and he played Harry Bosch, so he's my boy. But like this, it was just a fucking ridiculous character. Just watch it, dude. Like I'm not even gonna go into it for you because I want you to just watch it and be like, wow, this father figure was a little fucking
weird,
ridiculously fucking made up. Like, but the action scenes, not really any action for the first like 45 minutes of the movie or so, and then it almost doesn't. What'd you say?
How long is it? An hour and a half?
I'll pull it up on Amazon right now and get an exact number for you. It was longer than an hour and a half, though. Let's get it right here. Oh, The Tomorrow is also the #1 streaming movie in America, by the way, right now. And I watched it a week ago before all of you, because I'm ahead of the game. It's 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Oh,
so probably for like the first 45 minutes to an hour, there's like nothing, and I was almost starting to be like, all right, really? Am I gonna get? Yeah, like I was almost starting to be like, the fuck is this? Yeah. Start shooting at shit. Once it starts, it doesn't really slow down. They put the pedal on the gas. They don't really let up much for the last hour of the movie. There was one particular battle scene that when these aliens fucking swarm like one of their bases in the future. It was fucking epic. They did a really good job building up the suspense before you even see these things. I will say one complaint. It's kind of just personal thing. They were doing like little slight blood effects with these things. Like they wanted it to be like gory.
Oh.
But they couldn't really go gory because they went PG-13.
Yeah.
Dude, if you want to give me a gory, brutal, violent alien invasion movie, just rate it fucking R like you did with the alien movies in the fucking 80s, man.
It just got to be brutal at that point.
Yeah, like because it almost feels like cheap to me when you go like PG-13 gore.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, no, like I'd rather you just go all out on it. I think it I don't know. I guess that's maybe a little nitpicking there. Anyway, on the General's Puff system, this is the first time I'm ever going to give this type of score. I will be giving the movie 1.5 puffs on the puff scale.
Okay.
It was very well done for what it was. It was a fairly well written script, especially for what it was. Like I said, the relationship between him and his daughter, I thought was very well done. I just thought, like I said, the Titus Welliver character was fucking over the top. Even if a character's over the top in my eyes, like you guys got to remember, I smoke 3 grams of medical grade marijuana a day. It's hard for a character to be too ridiculous to me.
Yeah,
and he was pushing it.
Right.
And then the only other real complaint is not the best CGI, but serviceable enough. Just like I said, I felt like if you're gonna go fucking PG-13 gore, then I'd rather you just
movie and yep.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely worth the watch. Look, it's Chris Pratt.
Right.
Chris Pratt's the man now.
Right.
Moving right along, we got some. Thinking, should I do local news or triple T's first? And we're gonna go with local news. In local news, this is a story that I popped up in my Twitter feed the other day from Channel 7 Boston. There are concerns that methamphetamine being leaked into the waterways is causing us to have trout that are addicted to meth. Now, so I've got a couple initial questions right from this headline. Who's dropping all this meth into the water? Like, I feel like these, it's not even a feeling. I know this. I was an addict. I've been addicted to drugs. You don't just drop that in the water.
Right.
That shit stays safe.
And
now how do we know that these fish are addicted to meth?
Can you catch a fish in OD?
I don't know. Like what? Like it's addicted to meth? Like how often is this fish needs its meth now? Like,
well,
so is this trout just like popping up on shore being like, dude, give me that pipe?
Yeah.
Blow some smoke at me.
So this is where millions of dollars worth of research is to figure out where all this meth is, not where it's coming from, but that it's in fish.
Yeah, the war on drugs is really doing well. Well, we can't seem to figure out who's behind this, so we can at least find out that the fish are doing it now.
But we know that the marine life in Boston they love meth.
We don't know who is selling the meth in Boston.
Yeah. No idea.
But we know that the fish are into it.
Fish love it, though.
Yep. And I mean, like, again, this is why Boston is the most interesting city in the entire world. Because, honestly, where else are you getting this as a front page fucking news story?
Yeah.
This is a headline.
Yeah. This is a banger to start your Sunday morning.
This is a headline in the middle of the week in Boston that we got fish that are addicted to fucking meth.
Solid. And whoever the beat reporter is for that, like, what's wrong with life, man? I'm sorry.
Dude, like, imagine your parents spending all that money for you to go to school for journalism. And then you're like, yeah, man, I got my first big piece. I'm writing about fish addicted to meth.
You literally thought you were going to get the big drug bust, the big arrest, the big fire. No, you got meth fish. You get. It's right next to.
Got to start somewhere, right?
Right next to the catnip addicted cats.
So now, here's the other thing with this. Which sea creature would be the meth dealer?
In Boston?
Is it a shark or an octopus? I feel like around here it would be a great white.
I can see the great white being the big boss. But I could see.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. On second thought, the great white is like he's the dawn
for sure. I mean, he's got 8 tentacles. I mean, he can pass it all. Why not?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now an octopus has a real advantage there to start selling drugs. They could make 8 plays at once.
Yeah, yeah. We figured out.
I mean,
you're welcome, Boston.
Yeah, we just. For all you drug dealers out there, figure out how to get an octopus to start doing it for you because they can make 8 transactions at once, man. That's fucking. You'll make your money a lot faster.
You're welcome.
Yeah. This is why you guys got to tune into the show.
Yeah.
We have the information that you need. We have the ideas.
I mean, we're literally.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
To act on these ideas.
Yeah. We're literally giving.
We can't do it all for you.
No.
Yeah. So, as always, well, as usual, I have gone into the dark depths of Twitter. I have discovered some incredibly stupid comments on Twitter. So we have Triple T's terrible Twitter takes this week. First up, speaking of the NBA Finals, we had someone saying that if Devin Booker wins a ring this year, which he's going to, he's already at least the 4th or 5th best shooting guard in the history of the NBA.
Ever?
Yes.
No.
So at the top of my head, players that have played shooting guard.
No.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Iverson, you could consider a shooting guard. James Harden. No, dude. Devin Booker's great. Devin Booker's phenomenal. He will probably end up being a Hall of Fame player one day. Dude, he's fucking 24. I'm not going to say he's the fucking 5th best at his position in the history of the fucking game.
He's not the next coming. Like, at the
No,
break.
Like
This is what I hate, Steve, because great player. Just let him do his thing.
Exactly. Just let their careers play out, dude. You don't start comparing a guy in his 4th season to the entire history of the NBA. It's ridiculous to me.
Right.
But next up, now I'm sure you saw this, the Addison Ray tweet.
Yes.
Outside UFC, she was about to be giving analysis of the fights.
Yes.
And had this fucking tweet. Such a tone-deaf fucking bitch. I spent 3 whole months studying broadcast journalism in school to prepare for this. So that's not even the stupidest tweet on this. I went through the thread because, of course, there's someone dumber in the thread, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's always someone dumber in the comments, people.
Always.
Oh, and naturally, as usual, there was another blue check mark that went dumber than her. I can't remember this guy's name. It's not worth remembering his name and giving him fucking any airtime anywhere because he's a fucking moron. I don't understand why people were so mad about this. She's obviously just making a joke about how she got lucky and didn't have to work as hard for these and didn't have to work hard to do something that she's probably not that qualified to be doing. It's really not that big a deal, people. Yeah, that's what we're mad about.
Right.
Why is Addison Ray giving analysis of professional combat sports? I have never once fucking seen that girl do anything related to fucking combat sports. You want to give me analysis on the fucking sports, have it analyzed by someone who's fucking watched the sports.
Right.
God damn it.
Right.
Whew, God.
Right. Oh, you're absolutely right. I mean,
it's the same thing in all these fucking sports. Like, you got a guy like Max Kellerman talking about basketball when it's like, dude, Max, have you ever even picked up a basketball? What the fuck are you talking about? I want people who know what the sports are to analyze the sports for one. And, like, dude, like, how are you going to stand up and be like, oh, she's just making a joke. What's so bad about her doing this? Dude, it's fucked up. She shouldn't have that opportunity. People spend years in school trying to
media that are capable or are willing to learn to take that position, but she got it just because.
I mean, look, not to toot our own horn here, but we got Andrew Kahn with Blue Collar Media Group, who went to school for journalism, had a radio broadcasting job, currently has press creds to Bellator, has done interviews with professional fighters and professional MMA analysts, but he could never even fucking dream of doing fucking ringside fight analysis. But this chick who does other people's dances on TikTok gets the fuck off.
Right.
Fuck right the fuck off with that. That's just, that pisses me off. You know what really grinds my gears, Luke?
I would say Deflategate would probably be number 1 on the list, and then
that's up there. So, sticking on with how the media sucks. NFL Good Morning Football on the NFL Network the other day. I did not watch it. I saw a still shot of it being on TV. Kyle Brandt was discussing, is it too early to compare Patrick Mahomes to Tom Brady? Which, yes, it's too fucking early. And can we just all agree that Good Morning Football is the worst football show ever?
They're just grasping at straws at this point.
I mean, I hate that show for one. I can't stand Kyle Brandt. This dude's a fucking moron. He's another person that I don't think should be anywhere near analyzing professional sports.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he has a job. But as I said, I went through the comments, and there is always someone dumber in the comments, people. I got this fucking gem. I don't see how it could be too early when Mahomes is already well on pace to at least match, if not accomplish more than what Brady did. Anyone who doesn't see this is just a delusional hater. Tom Brady has been to 10 motherfucking Super Bowls. 10 Super Bowls and won 7 of them. The next closest is John Elway went to 5. Yeah. Remember how mind-blowing it was to people for so long in the NFL? John Elway made it to 5 fucking Super Bowls, dude. Look, Mahomes is great. I'm not going to say he's a fucking phenomenal player, dude. Like, the kid is fun to watch. And, yeah, he's already got 1 ring. He's probably going to get a couple more. Not going to say he's not, but
yeah.
Because he's lost an AFC Championship, won a Super Bowl, lost a Super Bowl, we now assume that he's going to go to 10 Super Bowls and win 7 or 8 of them just because the last guy did it? No. I'm going to say it right now. We will never see another quarterback in the NFL make it to 10 Super Bowls. We will never again see this.
No.
I do not mean this as any disrespect to Patrick Mahomes or any other fucking quarterback. Going to 10 Super Bowls is...
It's just another one of those situations where leave Patrick Mahomes out of it. Just leave.
Let it play out.
Like, we get it. He has a great offense. They have a great defense. They have a great official. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. 5, I can see him passing Elway. I can see that. I can see 5 for sure.
I can see him making it to 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I can see that. But
I could actually see him going 3-2 in the Super Bowl in his career. Yeah,
until
see that.
The time I'm sitting on my couch and I see him play in 11 Super Bowls, I will never believe that it's going to happen. It's just the way it is.
It's something that was pretty much considered impossible to do until Tom Brady just came along and fucking did it.
Right.
The other thing that you have to take into account here is that, like, Brady was able to get on with a great head coach when he was young and the coach was still young.
Right, yeah.
And they were able to spend the first 20 years of their career together.
Yeah.
Now, again, I'm not taking anything away from Patrick Mahomes' talent. This kid is not as good as he is without having Andy Reid as his head coach, because Andy Reid is the quarterback whisperer. He's one of the best offensive coordinators in the history of football. He's an offensive genius.
Yeah, you're right.
Patrick Mahomes is not as successful without Andy Reid's coaching and the weapons that he has.
Correct.
How much longer do you think he's going to have Andy Reid and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce?
It all depends on the salary cap. That really comes down to Tyreek, Kelce. So, but I don't.
And also, how many more years is Reid going to coach?
I don't know how much longer Reid has. With this new revamped offensive line they're bringing in this year,
Oh, fucking great offense. They had a fantastic offseason.
maybe 3 years. But then you're looking at Eric Bieniemy. I mean, is he really this offensive? Does he really call the plays? You know what I mean? He's supposed to be this offensive mind. Is he the one really calling plays for Patrick Mahomes at this point?
Yeah, or is it Andy Reid?
Correct. So, I think he can. I think Patrick's good enough to still be one of 32 when Andy Reid leaves.
Yes, I agree.
After that, I don't know if Eric Bieniemy can be the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know if Travis Kelce and this is all barring injuries too. You know, Travis Kelce isn't young either, and neither is Tyreek Hill. I mean,
exactly. And now, like, you say, oh, you just got to draft players like that again. Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
but then
let me know when that becomes easy, and then
right. I mean, if it's that easy, then why haven't we won more Super Bowls? You know what I mean? Like, if it's just that easy, why don't we just draft a guy? Well,
dude, just draft the right guy. Come on, Luke.
Right.
God, why didn't you just draft the Hall of Famer?
I'm sitting on the couch, Steve. That's why I'm sitting on the couch.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, dude, I think Mahomes is gonna have a fucking great career. I think the kid's special. But and here's another point with Bieniemy. Maybe this guy could be a good head coach, but everyone's thinking that, like, oh, Reid stepped down. Great position for Bieniemy to step into, right? Sure. And in a sense, it's a great situation to step into, but it's also a lot of pressure to have to take on because you're coming from you're a contending team.
Yeah.
If the team falls off at all, guess what, bud?
Your ass.
Yeah, you're out. That's it. Like, you're not gonna have time. Like,
right. There's no 4 or 5 year wait period. It's
exactly. Like, I was just gonna say, when you're taking over like a shitty team, you get a few years of grace period to pull something off, dude. If they slip from being a contender in their Bieniemy's first 2 seasons at all, he's probably out of there.
Right. And now,
because you have to submit to the pressure of the fans.
And now, Herbert and a very hungry LA Chargers team. The Raiders aren't a great football team, but they're hard to beat in that new arena out there. So
the Raiders, if they could just get a quarterback more reliable and consistent than Derek Carr.
Now you're looking at. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is leaving. I don't know what the dude's gonna do. He's bipolar as fuck. But
like imagine he goes to Denver.
If he goes to Denver or the Raiders, I mean, that's a tough division. I mean, holy fuck.
Hey, dude, you mentioned Justin Herbert and a hungry not just a hungry Chargers team, a very talented young Chargers team with Derwin James and Joey Bosa on that defense. That's a talented team. Keenan Allen, Eckler. I think Herbert's going to be great this year. I could talk all day about football. But I just to get back on track, wrapping this up, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's fucking batshit fucking crazy to think that Mahomes is going to surpass Brady's accomplishments.
Yeah.
Let the kid play his fucking career. Let's not assume that he's going to do the impossible just because the last guy did the impossible.
Right.
We've never once seen someone making 10 Super Bowls or anywhere close to that.
Right.
In the 100-year history of the NFL.
Right.
So now because some kids made it 2 early on in his career, it's just like, 10. Yeah, you just go every year.
Right.
Yeah. No. Like that shit's just crazy to me.
Basically, I mean, he's what, 28?
Mahomes?
He's in his late 20s, right?
Let's pull up his age. Damn it, Luke, you're making me do work.
I know.
Patrick Mahomes. He's 25.
Okay, so he's been to 2. So that puts him at 32 with 10 Super Bowl appearances. If he just 8 straight. Just 8 straight. Whatever, if you want to say that. So you mean to tell me this man possibly have 15 to 20 by the time he's 40?
Well, here's the other thing that I'm going to say is that we got to remember that Brady did this by playing into his fucking 40s.
Right, correct. Yeah.
Brady is 43 years old winning his 7th Super Bowl.
Right.
And now
that old is like 35 to 36.
And it's like, again, it's been mind-blowing and considered impossible for a guy to play at such a high level at that age.
Right.
And now, like, when you take into consideration that Brady was a pocket passer who didn't go running around, and that Mahomes is a guy that goes running around and is therefore going to take more hits and is more susceptible to injury, is he going to be able to do this into his 40s?
Right.
And at the same time, if he does manage to play that long, he's going to have to change his game to play more like Brady did.
Had that knee scare. He already has bad turf toe, which I've seen some athletes just straight up not come back the same after turf toe. I mean, that's.
You know what though, I have to say though, I saw all these Chiefs fans using turf toe as an excuse for the Super Bowl. The dude was running around fine.
Well, how about having no right, no left tackle? How about that? That's the
no, that's what fucked him. But
I mean,
now he had no line. But I will also say that I think there were times in that game that he got a little bit of happy feet back there and started running out of the pocket a little too early instead of trying to step up and make a new pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't know. So that's all we got for you people today. As always, I am the General, Steve Reisner. Thank you for tuning in. Joining me was just Luke himself out there. Sun's out, guns out. Good old Pennsylvania. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Absolutely, my man. Can't wait to see you here in the next month.
Dude, I know. I'm actually going to meet you in like a month.
Crazy.
I got to book that ticket.
Yeah, so.
It sucks getting laid off and then being like, shit, I got to book a plane ticket. But thanks for tuning in, folks. We will see you next week. What's the fuck is this thing doing? End broadcast.